welcome to a beautiful sunny afternoon in London. It's so beautiful, in fact, that staying alone at home would just be a poor life choice. So instead, I decided to get out here, enjoy the last rays of autumn, and of course brought my camera along, and you guys as well. So let's see where this afternoon takes us. Don't have a set plan, but yeah, just gonna wander around central London and see if there's some of my favorite photo spots we can come across, and maybe we get lucky, stumble across a cool composition, or otherwise just go for some classics like the London Eye. So we're approaching sunset really soon as well, which yeah, I'm bearing in mind as well time-wise. So probably want to end up on the South Bank later and try catch the sunset from there with the London Eye in the foreground or background, whatever. We'll figure it out. Let's go. Just around the corner from Trafalgar Square is a little side street, and that's Great Scotland Yard. This little cove behind me. Check this out. I mean, right now it's just looking incredibly beautiful and intricate, with that light coming in from the side, hitting the side of the building, with that strong contrast of the shadow in the foreground. So I really love this composition, and if you're a little bit patient and just wait long enough, you can wait for a bus to come in and pull into the side street, which makes for an awesome foreground element. It just enhances that London feel even more. So this is a little secret spot I've discovered over the years, and definitely worthwhile checking out. A little bit apart from the main attractions, hidden in some side streets, there's some real gems and some real beauties that London has to offer. I mean, we're in Whitehall here, which is one of the oldest areas of London, and the architecture is just phenomenal. You got all these tall buildings, very old school style, just really beautiful architecture with a lot of detail on the facades, and that just makes for a great photo. So I have been patient, and I did wait, and I did manage to catch a bus pulling into the side street, so really happy with the shot, and I hope you like it too. Here it is. So after filming that last scene, I was approached by some girl who saw me filming and said, "Hey, do you do YouTube?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." So we started talking a bit, and she's going to check out my channel later, which is kind of cool, and just got me thinking it's kind of awesome, this little YouTube journey I've been on for the past half a year, because it's opened up so many doors. I've been able to take on some professional videography work. Well, I don't consider myself professional just yet, but at least I know my way around video cameras now, which is kind of cool. And I met lots of awesome people along the way, which engaged with me based on the content I've been creating for you guys. So that's been extremely rewarding for me, and hope to keep that up in future and also meet you guys along the way. So if you're ever out in London, give me a shout, or if you see me in the streets, do come say hi, and I'd love to chat photography with you guys. But on the topic of photography, let's keep going and cross the Jubilee and Hungerford Bridge, which has an awesome photo opportunity onto the London Eye. And let's head up to the bridge, and I'll show you what it's all about. So I've made it to the top of the bridge, and check this out. The tones behind me are just looking incredible right now. We're in the middle of sunset, and look at that golden glow just bouncing off the buildings and off the side of the London Eye. It just looks amazing. Now this is a very popular photo spot to take photos of exactly that, the London Eye. But if you want your photo to look like everybody else's photo, it's easy. Just point your camera there and take the shot. But if you want to get a little bit more of an interesting shot, you've got to be a little bit more patient again. Wait it out a bit, because there's actually a lot of boat traffic on the Thames. That's exactly what I've been doing. I've been trying to see where the boats are going to come from under the bridge, and then position myself along the bridge to get a boat in the foreground with the London Eye in the background, with the sunset in the background. So that to me is a winning shot, and it's got all the elements of a strong photo with strong composition. Foreground, background with the London Eye, of course, foreground being the boat, and you got a great sense of scale, because people know roughly what size a boat is, and then they can reference that against the London Eye, and you got a very complete, well-rounded picture. So I did get a shot, and I'd love to get your opinion on it. Here it is. Next, I'm just going to cross this bridge, head over to the South Bank, and move along the back of the London Eye, because there's a pretty cool composition there, and by then sun will have set, and we'll just be able to get the last bit of the sunset tones of blue hour. But there's a great composition over there as well, and since I came all this way, it'd be a shame not to check that out as well and just make the best of these beautiful conditions for photography. So let's make this happen. Well, I hope I didn't promise too much of that location behind the London Eye, but here it is. So there's a park right behind the London Eye, and it's a really neat photo spot because they've designed this park really well with this trail winding through it, and that's a really cool foreground element because you got some people force will give you a sense of scale potentially if you want to incorporate those in your shot. Otherwise, you got these kind of beautiful organic leading lines with a London eye right behind it. Let me expose quickly. There it is. And just look at those exquisite tones. I mean, that looks amazing. Just got a few streaks of clouds, not too many, not too few. And they're just being illuminated by the sunset right now with some beautiful red, deep orange and pink coming through. I mean, that's just gorgeous. So that's exactly what I've been trying to capture at the moment. And got the camera set up on a tripod because it's started to get a bit darker now, and it makes sense just to get some slower shutter speeds and to expose the photo properly at a low ISO, which in turn gives you the highest quality. My recommendations for you when you're shooting landscape photography is always keep your ISO at the utmost lowest to ensure that highest quality in your photos, because more often than not your subject's not going to be moving at all, and that allows you the flexibility of letting your shutter speed be whatever you need it to be to get enough exposure into a photo. So it can be a fast shot of less than a second or multiple seconds, whatever it takes just to get that shot right. So all you should be caring about is picking the right aperture, which of course drives your depth of field, and then keeping the ISO at the very lowest, and then just using the shutter speed as the third variable just to compensate whatever you got to do to get the exposure nice and even and get the scene well balanced throughout, retaining all the details and the highlights and the shadows. So that's kind of my thought process that I incorporate into every single shot I take when it comes to landscape photography. Portraits and stuff is a bit different because you're dealing with fast moving subjects, i.e. people that shake and stuff, so the shutter speed is a lot more different and drives the other settings. But landscape photography, definitely that's the way to go. Technicalities aside, let's go take a look at this final photo. Best of the tones behind us, I think it's time to end this vlog and call it a day. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, hope you learned something, hope you enjoyed watching as well, and I hope to see you in a future episode. Also, I'd appreciate your support if you'd like, comment and subscribe, because it really helps this channel grow, and can't wait to share the next episode with you guys real soon. Good night.